Hey everybody! Welcome to the last and final melodrama of camp. Tears running down the face. We're all really sad. It is our last week of camp, our last day here at Christ Central, but we're going to make it a great one. It's going to be fun. It's going to be one to remember, and yeah, we're really excited. So we have a great story to end off this camp. Again, let's introduce ourselves for the last and final time. We have Mr. Spencer. We have myself, Miss Rebeka. We have Tayari. We have Miss Rachel. We have Benny. We have Ava. We have Shanti. And we have Michael. And this last story Miss Rachel is going to read to us is based on the story of Peter walking on the water. I wish I could walk on the water. That would be super cool. But this one is called Sink or Swim, Peter Walking on the Water. Miss Rachel, take it away. Actors.
Disappear. One night, Jesus sent his disciples out in a boat on a lake so they could pray alone. The disciples go to the boats. The disciples climbed on one by one into the rickety old boat. It creaked loudly as the disciples climbed in. One of the disciples made fun of the boat. A second kicked the boat to test it. Another punched it to make sure it would hold up in case of a shark attack. When Jesus finished praying, he looked up onto the water and saw his friends from the shore. Immediately, he yodeled at the top of his lungs.
Yodeling!
Jesus loved to yodel, and the audience clapped and cheered at his yodeling abilities. Everyone clap for Jesus! Guys at home, clap for Jesus! Suddenly, a howling wind came up of the audience and began fiercely blowing on the boat and the disciples. It was as if the wind was trying to body slam the disciples and the rickety, helpless boat. The waves picked up a little and started shaking the boat, so the disciples were shaking. Getting a little full of themselves, the waves bullied the frightened disciple, calling them names. Waves bullied the disciples.
You're such a
So rude.
You're
Rude.
You're so mean. Your hair's too
Uncool.
Try kicking me now.
Yeah, go ahead. You stink.
Ew.
Wait.
After the bullying, the waves began to slap the already weakened boat. The waves were on a mission to destroy the disciples and crush the rickety old boat, which was aptly named SS Whiner.
Because the boat's probably whining.
Yeah.
These are so full of puns, guys. Let us know in the comments of this video if you appreciate the puns.
For sure. While the waves were pounding the boat, Jesus decided it was time to help his friends. So Jesus is going to go bail them out. The waves took a break and fell face down on the ground. Fell face down on the ground. Jesus walked across the waves towards the disciples.
Ow.
The disciples spotted Jesus walking on top of the waves and began howling like lost, frightened puppies.
Come on, where's your best copy impression, disciples?
Yeah.
Come on. Kids at home, I bet you can do better impressions.
Fear and wild hallucinations overcame the disciples, and one of them began dancing hysterically. A little more hysterically than that, but yes, right idea. Everyone shuddered in fear. Ugh. Can you guys shake in fear? Ugh. They shouted in unison, including the boat's waves and the wind, "Look, it's a ghost! Look, it's a ghost!"
Come on, everybody say it. You at home too. Look, it's a
Ghost!
But Jesus was quick to ease their fear. He yodeled a beautiful tune
Yodeling. Yee-hoo.
and said, "Don't worry, it's me. Do not be afraid,"
Don't worry, it's me. Do not be afraid.
and went on yodeling.
Yodeling. Yee-hoo.
Pushing past the still dancing disciples, Peter shouted to Jesus, "If it's really you, tell me to walk to you on the water." Right, Peter?
Yes.
All right. Jesus, halting his yodel in the middle of a truly beautiful note, transformed his voice into one that was strikingly like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and shouted, "Come to me, Peter. You can do it. Do it now."
Come to me, Peter. You can do it. Do it now.
Okay, Jesus.
Responding to Jesus' call, Peter leaped from the boat onto a wave.
Wow. All these people are heavy.
He laughed at the waves who had once mocked him so harshly.
Wave.
Peter began tap dancing on the wave and shouted, "I am the water walking man."
I am the water walking man.
The waves were a little mad at Peter and began to move around again as Peter walked towards Jesus.
Ah.
Just as Peter took his eyes off Jesus and looked down, he was pretty quickly swallowed up by the waves. So he fell. Again, the waves bullied Peter. The waves said, "I am the man. And check me out." So after that, Jesus, still strikingly similar to Arnold Schwarzenegger, shouted out, "What happened to you, Peter? Are you some kind of wimp or something?"
What happened to you, Peter? Are you some kind of wimp or something?
Nine. The waves got more power than me.
Peter reached out for Jesus' hand and kicked the wave a little as they climbed into the boat.
Ow.
Feeling hurt and defeated, the wind and the waves began to whimper like lost kittens trapped in a tree. You guys whimper like kittens? The disciples were in awe of Jesus and said over and over, "He's the man."
He's the man.
Say it 3 times.
Man.
He's the man.
He's the man.
He's the man. He's the man.
The infamous dancing disciples never recovered from his wild hallucinations, so he continued the sweet dancing moves, dancing hysterically. He finally passed out from exhaustion, and the remaining disciples put their arms around Jesus and said, "Truly, you are the Son of God." Can you guys say that?
Everybody,
Truly,
let's
you are the
Jesus.
Yeah. Truly, you are the Son of God. Say that.
Truly,
you are the Son of God.
Son of God.
Oh, God.
The end.
Yay. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us for this last melodrama. We really hope you've enjoyed these. They've been crazy and unpredictable and just funny in their own right, with funny actions and Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions and awkward silences and all of everything in between. So thank you for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed camp. And remember, Jesus truly is the Son of God. He is the center of our lives. Thank you so much, everybody. We love you all, and we thank you for joining us for this amazing 4-week journey. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.